mentoring. So we're going to look at what a coach or a mentor is, what the skills of coach and mentors are, and also talking through how you can start developing relationships with those that you support. So there's a couple, we talk about being a coach and being a mentor, and they both do slightly different things. So a mentor is someone who gives advice and direction to people on how to do things. But it can be quite directive at times, and it's very much about supporting someone and helping them, steer them in a direction that they want to go. And what we're going to look at next is kind of the skills that you would have to have as a mentor to be able to give advice and direction to others. So could you, in the chat, put in some thoughts about what are some good skills that a mentor could have or would need? And as I'm sharing my screen, I can't see the chat, can I? Fab, brilliant. So yes, so listening, lots of listening skills, understanding, empathy, fabulous. Patience, signposting, lovely, cool. Challenging assumptions, fantastic. Knowledge, clear direction, good communication, being approachable, wonderful. These are all fabulous ideas. There we go. I've put some of my own ideas down, and they build on what you've added to the chat box already. So a mentor is someone who is happy to share their own experiences and their own knowledge of situations and circumstances. They enjoy coming up with new ideas and different options as a way to give advice and suggestions to others. They like to help with planning of actions in terms of how to go forward, and also give honest and helpful feedback to individuals. And as you've mentioned as well, good listeners, having empathy, having good understanding. So a mentor, as I say, can be very much about giving advice and direction, which then moves us on to coaching. And a coach is slightly different. So a coach is someone who can support people to learn and develop. So where a mentor may give ideas and suggestions, a coach much more focuses on the individual and works with them to identify how they want to develop and grow. So where a mentor may lead, a coach may support and help the other individual to lead. So what are some of the skills that we think a coach would need? Feel free to pop them in the chat box. I can see them coming in now. So yes, so supportive is one. Communication, having some planning skills. Yeah. Clear communication, feedback. Enthusiasm. These are all great. Supporting and challenging others to discover and realise their potential. Critical friend, encouragement. There's lots popping up, so if I don't read them, it's because they're whizzing across my screen too quickly. Setting goals, recognising diversity, giving the other person confidence. Absolutely. So lots of fabulous skills there for a coach. And there we go. Absolutely. So these are some of the skills that I thought about when I think about coaching. So listens. When you're there to support someone else, it's about listening to what they say. So you do more listening than you do speaking. Ask open questions. It's a great way of understanding more about what's going on and what's of interest to that other person and what's important to them. Empathy and compassion, we talked about this as a mentor, also really important as a coach. Helps you build that trust and relationship with the other person. Helps to identify skills, so spotting skills when people talk about what they do. So what are they good at? What are their skills? And perhaps what is it that that other person doesn't realize that they're good at? Checking in on progress. So where a mentor might come up with actions and help set them, a coach much more checks in on progress to see how things are going, and notices and celebrates success and progress. Sometimes we can do lots of things, but perhaps not always recognise all the wonderful things that we've done. So a coach can take a moment to help recognise and celebrate that progress. So I want us to take a moment. I can see that some of you got pen and paper with you to jot some ideas down, or to just think about it to yourself. Think about who you are and think about what are your top 3 skills as a coach or a mentor. And also start thinking about what your approach is. So do you feel you're more on the coach side of things, where you are supporting individuals to help them grow? Or do you feel more on the mentor side, where you're giving advice and direction? Or does it depend? Does it depend on the situation, who you're working with? Do you mix up your styles? Is there one that you feel more comfortable with than the other?